Hey guys, it's Lynn coming on from London, Ontario, Canada today. I'm just coming on and again, I'm going to speak my truth. And I had an aha moment, so I thought I'd come on and be my authentic self. And it reminds me of how you really have to get away from these narcissists. So my energy was just all great again. And every time, like I've mentioned before, 22 on the timer. These energy vampires and parasites and the people that are hooked up in my ear that keep talking to me all day because they just can't fucking release that control, right? However, they've set it up to hear these voices all day long. And they got another gross guy in my ear today going, come on, baby girl. Like, just so fucking gross. It's a guy that I saw red flags with. I think I went on like one date with him and then he was moving in with me here. And he owned his own business as well. And he chose not to go to his work the next day. Like, he slept over and then he was like here, like clinging to me, bringing his stuff in and like moving in after like one date. And I was like, no. And I think I hung out with him like 2 other times and he was real mad. He was a real abusive asshole. And I caught the red flag right away. What you do when you're sober, right? I forgot how sober I was, but I had probably about a year or 2 under my belt, I'd say. And, again, it was meeting somebody on a dating site, which I'd never had to go on in my whole entire life. But during COVID, I decided to, which was a horrible idea. And I've never gone back on. But it's another guy that when you set a boundary with the person in person, they get mad at you and then they say, well, I have to come up and get my bag now. And it's like, well, you left a fucking bag here? Like, yeah, whoa, what's going on? I didn't ask you to move in and I didn't ask you to bring up any of your belongings, but I didn't ask you to not, when you own your own business, to stay with me all day and you're a grown man and you can't go to work because you just wanted to cling to me all day. It's like that. These are the people that are in my fucking ear right now. And I guarantee it's all those people that when you do gain your confidence and your strength, you can say a firm no to these people. And I've done it again years ago, again, coming up for about 6 years sobriety, coming up this September 15th. And again, right before I was going to make this video, they started chattering again in me. And it's like every time I'm about to speak my truth, somebody's really having a hard time with it, eh? And again, it's like trying to oppress me and trying to shut me up about what's right and what's wrong in life. A lot of this video today is going to be for my women out there that they might just be unconscious of the abuse they're suffering, or it could be a man that's just too unconscious of the abuse he's suffering with because of childhood wounds that are unhealed. And the more we start digging into these unhealed childhood wounds, again, they could be low self-esteem, abandonment issues. What else? Abuse, the list can go on and on and on. And again, I've healed this for quite some time now, but these assholes in my ear, and again, with an illegal programming on me, illegal surveillance, stalking, voyeurism, that's what I guess they're into too, is these narcissists are really like voyeurs, right? I only had a couple stalkers in my life before and they were creepy as fuck years ago. And now it seems that anyone that is a narcissist, I believe they all have these characteristics. And somebody can correct me if they think I'm wrong. I might turn my comments on one day, but not quite yet, because again, I'm in Narcville and people are always wanting to run their mouth and write shit, right? You know, that sneaky guy behind the computer coming on, gotta get his 2 cents out there, right? And again, it involves manipulations and gaslighting. Once you see through the bullshit, then you can get the fuck away from all of them. But I'm asking the divine today, can I get away from all of them? Because they're still interrupting my journey. And I have to keep pushing through this fear of these voices all day long here. And I didn't have a good sleep again. But again, it's because the narcissist can't sleep. They lay there all night with their reptilian pea brain, ruminating about all the shit they've caused people and what the fuck is wrong with them. So they'll wake up again the next day, put the same dress on the way I just did, or the same skirt. 1 second, sorry. There you go, Smash. Just let my dog out there. She probably hates the energy in the apartment as well. But again, it's always a game with them, right? If you're at peace, avoiding them. You've already set your boundaries. You're trying to move on with your life and have a good life. They hate it because they can't have peace. They don't sleep, so they'll be sending you hate thoughts in bed. Hate thoughts are coming at you. Someone just sitting there hating on you for no reason, man, because they can't sleep. But I ask this, why can't they just take accountability the next day and maybe think about writing somebody a letter as to what they've done wrong in their life? Maybe getting, again, some of that hate out. Again, you're only as angry as you need to create something. And all the narcissist does is create shit on the planet. They create shit, they create hate, and then they sit there again in their same chair hating on people. And again, they'll go get their same booze that they drank the day before. They'll go order the same cocaine from the drug dealer they did this the day before. And then they'll hate. They'll just keep hating. And it's so aggravating because when you're an empath such as myself, again, I always try to see the godlike in everybody, 555 on the timer. So then you got me out there and I'm like having these encounters with people on the street. And I'm meeting these people. I brought my rose quartz in today. Again, it's my rose quartz tree for unconditional love and compassion. And again, it's something that the narcissist does not have. And I'm out there thinking when I'm walking around and talking to people, 619 on the timer, that's a great number for me of a great guy. But I'm out there walking around and I'm thinking, I can't keep sitting there thinking like, well, why are you not making a change? And then the more I keep seeing them everywhere, they're more hateful. And I'm like trying to see everybody in this like Christ conscious, like that's the way we're supposed to look at everybody in the world that way. And you're supposed to look at everybody like that. But with narcissists now, I can't look at them like that anymore, man. My boundary's up. I don't see them changing at all. And it's just so weak and pathetic. And they're just dull and boring, man. And they're just so angry. And if they could just sit down and write somebody a goddamn letter. I've mentioned this before. You don't have to send it or mail it to the person, but you could get some fucking feelings out, man. Some thoughts of why you're, this is them trying to aggravate me now. My dog wants back in. So excuse me, I'm not going to stop the video. Come on in, Smash. Let's go. Good girl. That's what they try to do, distractions, right? And again, now I'm stuttering over my words, but I'm not going to stop. They got to get it out somehow. And again, I just don't understand why these fallen angels just can't go call up a therapist and be like, you know what? My life is horrible. I'm sick of this mask. I'm sick of trying to put on this mask every day. I'm sick of running away from myself. I'm sick of being an asshole to people. And you know what? Quite frankly, I'm about in my 50s now, and I'm really sick of being drunk every day. And I'm sick of calling and ordering a 8-ball every day because it's only giving me a little bit of gratification for a little bit. And same with Facebook scrolling. It's just giving you that little bit of fucking, oh, you don't even know the people. Just trying to like get that popularity contest. And it just irks me. And I'm just throwing it back out there again because there's so many different ways to let out stuff, right? And again, it starts with you every day. You're the creator of your own life. And if you just keep sitting there hating on somebody, you're literally dead to me, man. And I'm not going to see you as the Christ consciousness that I'm even supposed to be on my spiritual journey. Because the way I look at it is if someone's going to sit there and bitch and moan all day, why would I give them anything from me? And why would I even have empathy for people like that anymore? Leading up to my next story. So the reason I'm wearing this dress today, and I have the camera back so far, and again, my back is absolutely killing. I woke up with it today worse than it's ever been. It reminds me of literally the next day after I had my failed back surgery. That's how sore it is. But the reason I'm wearing this dress today, so I just wanted to come on, it's a little bit big in the arms. So this is a dress when I was very much living here with a narcissist. And I put this dress on one night, and I've just had the camera back so you can see. So that's the dress. You can't see the bottom. That's as far as my camera goes. So it's really pretty to me, and it's a little big here now because I think I was about 183 pounds back then, but that's not the point. We can just tuck that in my bra for right now. My point why I came on today is when you're hanging out with somebody and you're ready to get dressed for a wedding and you're feeling really good and confident about yourself, even in your addictions, you just feel pretty, right? And you're ready to go have a great time at a wedding, and somebody shuns you. And this is a narcissist for real. The look, again, up and down and saying, change. I'm not going to the wedding with you if you're wearing that. When you're a woman, probably a man too, if somebody said it to you, when you're unhealed and somebody says that to you and you're already sitting, this is back in my addictions. I was off of cocaine, but I was still I was drunk when I put this dress on. And I felt really pretty in it. And I bought it specifically for this wedding. And I was thinking today, the reason I came on today was, if you don't heal what hurt you and you are an empath or somebody that, you're sitting there being abused by somebody, whether it's a man or a female, somebody's abusing you that way. Again, with the narcissist, it's the abusive transaction. It's always an abusive transaction because there is no unconditional love. Again, I have my little heart rose quartz again today for compassion and unconditional love. It's the love stone. And again, I always wear the rose quartz because it's my stone, because I am unconditional love. 11:00 on the clock. The reason I came on quick is I had an aha moment, and I came up from the divine, and I thought maybe I should just come on and again express my story of how being healed and not healed is a big difference. And you know what happened that night? Is imagine a guy saying that to you, and I'm sure there's women out there that have done this, and this is what my point is right now. When somebody looks at you up and down and you're feeling real cute, remember the old saying, feeling cute? I was feeling cute, and I was actually feeling really beautiful, even though I was hammered. I was feeling really, really pretty, in a great dress I bought. And for somebody to slam you down and say, take that off, I'm not going to the wedding with you, ew. It is disgusting behavior. It's disgusting. And guess what I did? I changed. And I'm sitting here thinking today, as almost 6 years sober and almost 7 years, or again, I don't know the exact date of the cocaine, but let's just say 6 years for both of them, because I know the cocaine was about a year before, but it doesn't matter. I won't be selfish and take 2 dates. I'm just going to say September 15th, I'll be 6 years off of both. We'll just say it that way. The difference between 12-11, 12-12, the difference between healed and unhealed is now I would never put up with that with anybody. And these guys in my ear that are trying to still control me and own me, you fucking don't. And you need to leave me alone, because a boundary is a boundary. When somebody says no, whether it's a woman or a man, it's a fucking no. And it's rape, it's breaching my privacy, and it's actually hijacking my whole entire being. And nobody owns me. They don't own my body. And he didn't own this dress, and he didn't own my body or me either. But because I was so weak and had no self-esteem and felt so goddamn ugly, since I already lost the best guy of my life, the guy who actually really was built for me, my soulmate, my true divine soulmate, my counterpart, I'd already fucked up and drank so much more and did cocaine again and all of that. This is the dress I had on for that wedding. Again, already hating myself and hating my life. But just for 1 minute, I felt pretty anyway. And again, that's what a narcissist will always do with you. It's that abusive transaction. They hate themselves. I don't know if they really deep down inside thought you looked better than them, to be honest. It could go that way. I was thinking about that before I came on. 13:22 on the timer. That they might even think, oh, well, she can't look better than me. So then they'll try to bring you down that way. Or it's just because they hate themselves, and they hate you too. They hate because they can't love, so they fucking hate you. They don't even know why they're with you. They're just using you for an apartment usually, or using you for somebody to be codependent with, because they can't be with themselves for 1 fucking minute. And this is for anyone out there that has self-esteem issues. And again, that comes from childhood as well. Self-esteem, abandonment issues, abuse, so many more. Again, I've already healed these, the core childhood wounds that you need to get in there and heal. And now today, I'm coming on thinking I wouldn't be with somebody now that would ever, because it's an energy, so I don't match with people like that. I see the red flag, and I've still been kind to these people. But I don't see them in that Christ consciousness that I'm supposed to, because everybody has that ability. Everybody can put the drugs down, they can put their attitude down, and they can go fucking heal what hurt them, man. And I'm getting sick of these people that are blaming everybody and sitting there in victim mentality, man. It's just, it gets a little old. And it gets a little old for me when these people are between like 50 and 80. Like, it's disgusting. And I'm not putting up with that 1444, and neither should you. And if you are hanging around with people like this, I want a woman or man to know that when you respect yourself and when you give yourself all that love back to yourself, you would never change. You would never change. You would be still so confident, and you wouldn't be hanging out with anybody that was lesser than you. Again, not putting myself on a pedestal, so we'll just say healed and the narcissist. The empath healed and the narcissist unhealed. You would never be around anyone. And it's time for you, if you're really feeling low about yourself, it's because of these creatures. And if you are an empath like me, it's time to take your life back. And if not now, when? Are you going to let these people keep railroading over you? Are you going to be a divine feminine, that you're really deep down inside a divine feminine or a divine masculine, and you've allowed these people to just bulldoze over you and take your life from you? That's what they're doing. They're killing you every day, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And again, if it's not physically where you see the bruises, you goddamn have them everywhere, from fucking head to toe all over your body. And you got to get in there. And if you're not going to do it now, it breaks my heart, because I know so many other people out there that are just like me. And I've had a lot of friends in this city that I know are just like me as well. And one of my old best friends out there, she's hanging around with a lot of negative entities right now and energies. And she's had a lot of abuse from men. And I know she's an empath like me. 1619 on the timer. And she's a beautiful, like absolutely drop dead gorgeous. But she doesn't know it. And it's because she's had so many abusive men in her life. And again, it can go the other way as well. And I don't know now if the person she's with is abusing her, but they're just too much in their booze that I feel like she's just never going to want to become conscious. So they're just unconscious. They're drinking together all day long. I don't know if they do drugs. It's none of my business. I'm going to take a breath for a sec. And again, thank you, universe. Thank you, Amazon. I got that great enhancer in my water, and I'm grateful for that today. But I see these people, and I can't unsee it. I was out one night at a band watching with them, and I could tell she was different. And she told me she'd stopped drinking for a week, but I already intuitively knew it. I knew it. And I was like, oh my God, I knew it. I didn't say anything. I let her tell me. And she said, we both quit drinking now for a week. And I thought, oh my God, I could tell, right? Like I can just tell because I'm sober. I can tell who's on cocaine. I can tell who's drunk. I can tell who's lying. I can tell everything. I'm intuitive. And something I was again as a kid as well. But when you're unconscious in these addictions and hanging out with these people, you're just wasting your life. And I don't know if she's still sober, and I haven't talked to her for a while. Again, my Facebook's gone, and my Messenger, as well as she congregates with a lot of other entities and energies that are very narcissistic women that have the Jezebel spirit on them. And they're, again, massive alcoholics. And I don't know if they're doing coke, and I don't really give a fuck what they're doing. But they were ignorant to me. And jealous and envy will never get you anywhere in life. And again, it's women that are just so disgusted with themselves that they'll hate anyone that isn't like them. And that's my point, is again, we all come here to be ourselves, right? And the narcissist doesn't know who they are, so you're not allowed to know who you are either. They want to repress you. They want to keep you down. And that's the big master plan, right? Is they're competing with you, but you were never competing with these people. So for my friend that I am talking about today, I'm not going to say her name. She's a beautiful blonde woman, and I love her to death. She reminds me of me a lot, and I hope it's not too late for her, because in her I do see the Christ consciousness, and I love her to death. And it's going to break my heart if she's just going to keep sitting there and ignoring. She's somebody that would say, oh, Lynn, I just don't know what to do. I've been drinking for so long. But she's an empath, and she's got these narcissistic energies keeping her back. And at one point, you got to ask yourself, who's more important? Who's more important, the narcissist or you? And you got to really get deep down inside of yourself. And you got to look around, man. If your parents were like that, what the fuck are you doing? Get away. Step up, man. Be a man or a woman. And show people the real you. You didn't come here to let these people tower over top of you and make you weak. You came here to be big. You came here with something. We all have the power within ourselves. And it's about time we say no to abuse, man. And anybody out there, when you're feeling beautiful in a dress and somebody tells you take that dress off, you fucking stand up firmly and you rise and you don't take that dress off. In fact, what I should have done is said, you go to the wedding by yourself. I don't want to be anywhere near you. But instead, I was too codependent, lost the best guy in my life, too much in the big train where the government wanted everybody stuck, addictions, booze, cocaine, whatever, all everything of a lower addiction, and something lower and lesser than what you can be if you step into your divine power, everybody. But I have to tell people, if you think you're going to get far in life by hanging around with these people and you do have some goodness left in you, whether you're 49 like me, whether you're a little bit younger or whether you're a little bit older, who do you owe it to? You owe all that love right back to yourself, man. Every little ounce of it with unconditional love pouring back into you. Make sure your cup is full first. Give it all back to yourself. Fill your cup first. And again, your mantra, I don't chase, I attract. You're going to know, you're going to be smarter. You're not going to run. You're not going to take your clothes off or your pants off for the first guy that looks at you and swoons you and love bombs you. And then you go back into the same cycle again for another 1,000 years of these evil monsters trying to just tear you down. No, when you heal, like I've done, you don't fucking step down for anybody, man. And that's what I'm here for. And my voice is becoming like this right now because I'm so sick of these people. I've had so many years with these people, and I'm not gonna stand back and not say anything. And I'm not afraid of them, which again, a lot of people are fear. It's a fear-based world, right? That's the way the government wanted you stuck. Narcissists want you stuck in fear because they're in fear. Another sip. They're in fear. And again, they get to fucking change every day, but they don't, man. So you gotta let these people go, man. You gotta let them go. You gotta see the value in yourself. And if I can see the value in so many people I used to hang out with, like the friend I thought about today, and if she watches this or hears me right now, she probably knows people probably know who I'm talking about. I won't say the name, but again, where she works, again, it's in an institutional energy. You're going to take on everybody else's energy. And when you're too weak and low like they want you, you're never going to see what value you can bring until you start healing. 22:22 on the timer. So that was my message today. Please don't let anyone ever take your rights away. Take away your free will and take away your birthright. Our birthright is to be here, and it's to be true to ourselves, and it's to bring value to ourselves and the community. What happened to being rude to people and sitting there making fun? It just shows how weak you are, and sitting there stuck in old ways like from so long ago. Like, why not be the generational curse breaker? That's what we're here for right now. 22:55. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. Everybody knows. You can look back at my old pictures, and yeah, that Lynn's gone, man. I don't even know if that's my real fucking name. That's how weird my fucking life is. But I still get up every day and try to make a message and try to make a difference for somebody that I know that might be just really down in the dumps because of these horrible people. But you got to do it for yourself. And once you heal yourself, you're going to get that person back. You're not going to take your clothes off for somebody that love bombs you. And you can tell when you're healed, you can tell when somebody just wants to get in your pants. When you're dumbed down and you're drunk and you're on cocaine, you don't know. You're not even conscious of what's going on. You're not conscious of anything. And when you're a retired blackout artist like I was, falling down everywhere and never knowing what was going on, like not even being able to remember the night before or what you texted somebody or how you got home, then you really got to look at yourself and admit you have a fucking problem, man. And you can't just keep sitting there. You're already dead. Why not come to life now? You're 49, you're 50, you're 30. And why don't we all come together and be the light bringers for the other generations to come, whether it be your children, Whether it be your neighbor, whether it be your friends, maybe other old friends, reconnect when they get healing on their journey. But sitting there in that hate every day isn't going to get anyone anywhere, man. And when you let people trample you over, whether it's a man or a woman, and you're feeling really pretty in what you were wearing, hell no, now nobody would ever say that to me, right? Because I wouldn't be attracting those people anymore. But if I think back, I should have said, fuck you, you go to the wedding by yourself. That's disgusting. But thinking back to the kind of person I was, I changed. I don't even know what I ended up putting on, but I was drunk as fuck and I felt pretty. And that's the worst. I took it off and I bowed down to somebody. I'm not bowing down to anybody anymore. I don't care who you think you are. If you think you're the king of the castle, that's great. Keep away from me, man. I'm not like that. I'm very humble. I'm very kind, and I'm not pretentious. And I did have an ego, and of course I'm still going to have an ego, but your ego is your false self. Ego's always your false self. And unless you start chipping down at that ego and healing a little bit, you're always only going to know your false self. Materialistic, big ego, holding on to old values that weren't even yours. Old generations of racism, scapegoating, sacrificing, all this bullshit that's still around in 2025 in my community, 2544. It makes no sense to me, but I'm just going to lay that out there for the people that are really, really sick of feeling drunk every morning, man, and recycling around. If I could do it in the people 2555, if I could screw up my whole life with the best love in the whole entire universe and just hope that it's coming back to me, just hope and have faith in myself and let that go, then you guys can do it too. And you owe it to yourself. And if not now, when? My next story quickly is on my 2 year sobriety. I went into a store. I never go to the malls. I hate the malls. I never go to the malls. But one day my friend picked me up and we went to a mall. This is probably the last time I was in a mall. So I think this was for my 2nd year of sobriety. And it's just a cute little story I was thinking of today. The man, there was only one pair sitting there, and they're a size smaller than what I normally take, but I got them because they were $40 and they were Vans. And I love the colors in them. And I wanted to treat myself. I believe it was for my 2nd or 3rd year of sobriety. And the guy looked at me and he said, "Are you having your Cinderella moment?" And I was like, yeah, I am. And it didn't really make sense too much until today when I looked at them. I thought, with this dress, I probably would wear shoes like this. That's just how I am, right? And I was looking at the shoes today, and I'm having faith in the divine and the universe, thinking I am getting my Cinderella story. You know why? Because I believe, I have faith. And on my first chip of sobriety, I put, I believe in yourself. And ever since that first year, when I picked those 3 words, I've never stopped believing in myself. And no one's going to take me off my path. And I hope if you're stuck out there too, that you can believe in yourself as well. I'm going to affirm with the universe, I am ready for my Cinderella story. I am ready for my Cinderella story. I attract abundance. I am a money magnet, and I'm attracting my new soul tribe and the most immaculate divine counterpart ever. And if it's meant to be with the other guy that I had before, my best friend and the love of my life, so be it, and so it is. I'm ready. I've got my shoes ready, the Cinderella moment. And one more thing about these shoes is I did a couple of videos last week on the chakras. And I thought it was quite funny that, again, I have all the chakra colors in my tattoo already, which I never knew never knew about opening up your chakras at all. And I looked today, and all that my shoes have them too. So you got the green for the heart chakra. You got the solar plexus for the yellow. You got the blue for the throat chakra. You got the orange down here for the sacral chakra. You got the Vans logos already, your root chakra. And the purple you got up here for your crown chakra up there. So I thought it was quite cute. That's just the kind of person I am, that the shoes that I already picked years ago, they have all the chakras. So again, when you're ready to step into the divine in you, because everybody has it, you just wear the color. So if you even want to wear something with all the colors, cool. Then you're opening up all the chakras one day at a time. You'll get there. And just like if you decide to admit you're powerless today over something that you're just really having a hard time with, you will get through. And again, one day at a time, everybody will get to where they're going in life. But it all starts with you. And if not now, when? You got to make a change. And if you are hanging out with these real assholes like that, please get away. They don't love you, they hate themselves, and you gotta run, and you gotta run really fucking far away, man, because I'm telling you, these narcissists will stalk you. They'll stalk you as a gang. They'll gang stalk you. Millions of them. And it's a sick illness, man. And once you see it, you can't go back. And you're the brightest being on the planet. And I have faith in a lot of people I used to hang out with in the city. No one's dead. You're only as dead as you feel. Rise up, guys. You got it in you, man. One day at a time, you can get yourself to a meeting. Unconditional love is the way to go. It's real easy to hate. I'm gonna end the message now, and I hope this finds somebody on the planet that, again, if they're ready to go to a wedding and somebody tells them, change now, that looks ugly. No, it's either because they're fucking jealous of you or just because they hate. And they can't love anyway, so they got to ruin a night. And usually with narcissists, they have to ruin every occasion. So once I pointed this out to people now, you'll start to see. You'll start to see, and hopefully you're not too unconscious not to see, but they ruin every holiday. So I'm not sure how yesterday Father's Day was for people, because I've set a boundary there a long time ago, because I don't take disrespect, because I respect myself now. And again, that's my choice and it's my right. Nobody has any right to stalk me or try to attack me every minute of my life, and again put me in an illegal breeding program that's completely illegal and inhumane as well. Again, being a targeted individual in my community. So again, if I can rise up and do this with all this bullshit going on with me, I got a lot of faith in a lot of people out there that I'm pretty sure anyone I've ever encountered in this city and where I live, London, Ontario, Canada, people know deep down inside the kind of person that I am, and I'll just leave that out there to marinate with people. People know that I don't have hate in my heart, but I can't tolerate abuse anymore, and I will not. And I'll be the voice and the voice for the voiceless always, because that's just who the woman that I'm growing into, and the woman I'm very proud of today, because I am still very, very much alive, and I do have my mess as a message of encouragement to anyone who's silently suffering out there. All right, I'm going to end it there. Again, my name's Lynn. I'm going to do a little spin. Here's my little dress. And namaste. Hope you have a great day today.